What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
We're going to turn it around, and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare and for our veterans. We're going to win with...
Right, like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right, I mean, right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as...
Forever, Laura. People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Single facet. We're going to win so much. You may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay. Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay? Right, like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right, I mean, right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as...
Forever, Laura. People that use fiat
G to the freaking M, bros. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome back to the freaking stream right now. We actually so back, or the game is over. I don't even know how to feel anymore right now. Okay, let's get started. So if you can hear me perfectly, drop a like, and drop a W in the chat right there. We need to know what's going on. I'm streaming all over the place tonight. I'm streaming on Kick, X, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I'm cross streaming. So you have no excuse. Wherever you're watching, grab a link and share it with your friends out there. There's a lot of important things to discuss right now. If you're managing money, if you're managing crypto, a crypto portfolio, or if you're managing a meme coin portfolio, this might be the hardest period for you to ever go through. And it will probably never going to get harder than this. And there are questions to be answered. Is crypto over? If the New World Order is being reshuffled right now as we speak, is this the end of crypto? That's what we're going to answer to today. So let's freaking get it started already. Is this the end? Let's freaking get it started already because, yeah, this is the moment. Okay, let me share it around. I'll share it on WhatsApp. Everybody got to know that we're live right now. Live on all platforms right now. Streaming. But why am I sharing a X link instead of a YouTube one? Okay, there we go. Streaming on all platforms right now. Yeah, freaking go. Is this the end of crypto? Yep. Links been shared. A lot of trench warriors coming in. DENG to the moon. I'm watching live from SA. Stream lag. Oh, is it lagging on? Yo, if you're watching on X, is the stream perfectly fine? On YouTube, is the stream perfectly fine? Because I'm hearing on Kick, we're lagging. I didn't know about that one. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll find a way to fix it already. Okay. One thing I gotta do, though, is to make myself some tea. So let's do it, because tea is very important. Camera, I'm right here. I'm right here. Look there. So let's make some tea for some energy, and we're gonna go ahead and do things. So look, a lot of people are texting me and asking how I'm doing because I'm in the UAE in the Middle East, and people think that things are going crazy out here. But I'm perfectly fine. Life is good, actually, other than the only thing that's hard right now is my portfolio. But everything else, I think things are great, actually. It's just that my portfolio is being hammered. Just like there's always a chance of rain, it feels a little bit like I could end up working at McDonald's all of a sudden. But I don't write the rules, so it is what it is. Okay, let's get to it. What the hell is going on? Ooh la la. Okay. How is the portfolio? Oh yeah, so stream lagging, bro, to be honest, I don't know what I can do about kick lag. I think it is something to do with the StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard to stream across all platforms. So if I'm lagging, it has to be the problem. So what I can do though, after this stream, I can go back to Kick and live stream directly from there. But other days I've been streaming from there and we never had any problems. So I don't understand what's going on there. So I will log into my accounts and find out the bloodbath that we've got to deal with. Like, how bad can things get, or how bad is everything really? How poor am I getting? Closer to McDonald's or still a little bit far? Okay, let's log into Bybit. Let's also log into CoinW and check the port. Yeah, Kick streams lagging. I'm so sorry, bros. If you're watching on Kick right now, go to YouTube for now. The channel is called Crypto Hustle. Crypto Hustle. Crypto Hustle. That's all I can tell you, bros. Cause yo, things could get ugly. Okay, so let's log into here. Okay, so first of all, our portfolio on meme coins is down. Last time I made a video on Instagram. Now we at $99,000. Recovering slowly. Things were pretty bad the other day, but now we're recovering. So I like that. I like that. A little geometry of belief, so to speak. Okay, where can we put it? Somewhere we can see it. Yeah, there you go. So I have $99,000 here in this account. So far, so good. Okay, yeah, here we go. That's more like it. So we still have 15K to invest. The markets are down, which means we should be buying the dip. As for the price of Bitcoin right now, it's probably 103,000. Quite a huge pump. Even though it went down from here, it went down to 99,000 levels in no time. So things are changing relatively quickly. And I will now look at my positions on Bybit, the longs and the shorts. So let me log into that one as well. Because a lot of decisions, you have to make the decisions at the end of the day, right? But first, we need to determine, is this the end of crypto? Like, should we just give up, bro? Because, I mean, how hard can things really get? Like, every freaking day, bros, we're getting hammered left and right. And a lot of people are like, yo, bro, I'm just going to give up this shit and go into the real world and, work like a real person, a normal person. I can tell you right now that the real world, bro, is much harder than this. Okay? So for me, I've been mostly worried about the war itself from the physical standpoint, from the reality standpoint, because I don't want to get bombed and shit. And we have seen Genzi, he's in Israel, and he has been really watching the bombs up close up there. He has been hiding in the bunkers and stuff like that. So first of all, we got to pray for peace. We want all the humans to enjoy this unique phenomenon called life. So praying to everyone out there. At the same time, we also want to get rich. So I like Trump, but if you're going to stand on the way of my money, if you're going to try to get me poor, then I don't have the reason to like you anymore, because the only reason why we liked Trump and we supported him was to pump our bags. He was the guy who came with a story saying, well, you're going to win so hard and you're going to get so tired of winning. Right now, it doesn't look like I'm winning, bro. I'm poor right now. So stop the nonsense and pump my Bitcoin price, especially my meme coins, and then we can be friends again. We're down bad right now. $99,000. Now I'm a poor person. I hate being poor. $99,000. You cannot even buy a Lamborghini with this shit. Like, even the cheapest one is like $250K, right? So this is now my new life. This is my reality. I don't have 250K to buy a Lambo, even if I want to right now. This is how poor I have become. It's all because of you, President Trump. You made a promise to get all of us rich, and we listened to it. And now look at what you have done, bro. This is the reality of your believers. We supported you. Some of the people here that are watching on the stream voted for you. Our intro is your freaking video screaming that you're gonna be winning and you're gonna get so tired of winning. I thought that Lambos were not even the dream. I thought we were gonna buy private jets when you become president. And you're out here getting us poor. I don't appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. this was like 130,000. I can show you the 30-day range here. There you go. This was $128,000 last week. Now it's $99,000. Yesterday, it was freaking $88,000. Is this considered winning in Trump books, or like what the hell is that? And a lot of you guys you want to say that, you know, this is the dip, is the opportunity, buy the dip and everything is going to be okay. Okay, sure. Look, we're not the Feds. We don't have unlimited money. If your portfolio goes to if my portfolio goes to zero, and then the market starts pumping and with all other new coins, not the ones that I'm holding anymore because sentiment changed, what does that mean for me? Okay. So it's like things are so bad that my friends who are like chronic real estate investors, they seem to be having more fun than me, the crypto guy. Make it make sense, Trump. Stop the war, press the green button, print the money, cut the rates. Let's get freaking rich right now. Like, a guy like me cannot be standing here without having Lambo money to just play with. $99 freaking thousand. Is this what you have reduced me to? You don't care about poor people, Trump. You don't care. Fix it. Anyway, bros. So is it over for crypto? Should we all just quit, take our last money, find a little cheap apartment somewhere in a cheap city, maybe go to Bali and start a new life and get a new job and start an e-com company or something? I don't think so. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I did some due diligence with you guys. So I like to show you my thesis or at least the reasoning behind the decisions that I'm making. So I was looking at history, and it looks like for every generation out there, they go through a period of catastrophe. When I was 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, even 25 years old, I was hearing people talk about the war. It used to be like, you know, all these old people, they always have to say something about the war. And I used to think that, okay, why do these people keep talking about World War I, World War II? Like, I couldn't relate because I never lived that life. I wasn't there. But they were there. They got traumatized by it, and it happened. In our lifetime, we haven't seen anything like this. So if you're in my age range, if you're like a millennial or Gen Z and stuff, we have never seen anything like, we have never seen real wars. We spent the last 3 years going on the freaking internet, trading meme coins and generating memes and making money from it. Nothing real. Now we have to make decisions based on wars and watch the news. Like, bro, I was so detached from the real world for the last 5 years. Since I got into crypto, actually, now it's like close to 10 years. I've been so detached from the real world. I don't know the price of eggs, the price of milk, the price of bread, nothing. Because crypto money just comes from everywhere. It's coming from left, from right, it's just like, boom, you're rich somehow. Now we have to watch the news, learn about what Iran is and oil prices and who now I know who the president or the ruler of Iran is. I never knew the guy. Things are just getting real. So it's always in history. You get these moments of chaos, right? It's like war everywhere. This might be World War III, and this is our moment. However, this is the lowest. These moments are marked as the lowest that generation have ever seen when it comes to the markets. So World War I, II dragged a lot of prices down before the market started pumping up. Now it's our moment. Everything is down bad. And you know, during World War I and II, what was going up? It was Bitcoin. Sorry. During World War I and II, what was going up, even when the securities were going down, gold was climbing so fast. And gold actually appreciated more during those years when war was happening. Now, guess what is the gold of the 21st century in 2025? Bitcoin. That is why, even with this entire shutdown of wars, Bitcoin is not really losing a lot of value. It's been dropping a little bit. I'm hearing rumors that it's the Iranian government has been selling a lot of Bitcoin to buy more weapons. Who knows what to believe, but this is apparently what's happening out there. So this is our moment. Things might never ever go this lower in your lifetime. You are looking at chaos right now, but the markets are not that shaken, showing you that the momentum in the direction is upwards. So whenever we get a little catastrophe, obviously there will be a huge sell-off, but the momentum is bullish. So do not capitulate. Crypto is here to stay. It was made for these kind of moments, especially BTC. So during World War I, World War II, prices fell by a lot. And then after that, they went into multi-year cycle where like every year, like you would have 5 years of appreciation in the stock markets. This is what I'm expecting as well, because when the Feds get so pressured, they have no any other choice than to cut rates, put more money in the liquidity, and the prices go up again. I'll bring in my one and only Jarvis and ask Jarvis what's going on with. Yo, Jarvis, are you here?
Hey there, yep, I'm here and ready to help out. How's it going?
Oh, good. I'm on the stream with the Trench Warriors. As you may know, the wars are crashing down the prices of markets, including crypto. And I was just trying to use historical data of what happened during the times of war. How did the markets react? Could you give us a little synopsis of what was happening and what is more likely? What should we expect? Or what were the best moves to make for investors and traders during those times? If we had to go back in World War I, World War II, and we're trying to invest, what would have been the right move to make at that moment to come out stronger?
During wars, markets often react with initial declines due to uncertainty, followed by recoveries. For example, after the 9/11 attacks, the S&P 500 initially dropped, but then rebounded within weeks. Historically, defense and energy sectors tend to perform well during conflicts. In World War II, for instance, the US stock market actually gained about 50% from 1939 to 1945. So for investors today, diversifying portfolios and considering sectors like defense and energy might be a wise move.
Okay, but what was the period before, like, where up until when did the market stopped falling and started rebounding? Was it weeks? Was it days? Was it months? And then what happened the year after that? Was it a bullish year or it was also bearish?
It really depended on the specific conflict, but generally markets reacted quickly. For example, during World War II, there was an initial period of volatility, but markets started to stabilize within a few months and then gradually trended upward. After the initial shock, markets often moved into a recovery phase within a few months. The years following major conflicts often saw economic growth and bull markets, especially as reconstruction efforts kicked in and economies started booming again. So while there's usually a short-term period of uncertainty, the longer-term outlook tends to be more positive.
So generally, would we say that the best strategy around those moments of chaos was to buy?
In many cases, yes, that turned out to be a good strategy. Buying during moments of chaos when prices are low and fear is high often means that you're getting assets at a discount. Then as things stabilize and recover, those investments can really pay off. It does require a bit of courage and a long-term perspective, but historically, it has been a successful approach for many investors.
Amazing. So, bros, it looks like we know what the gameplay is. We just got to buy and hodl. I think it's that simple. Buy the things that you believe in and you just hold onto it and things will be quite okay. And we got... Okay, Jarvis, it's okay. You can go now. Thank you.
No worries at all. If you need anything just let me know. Have a great one.
All right, bro. So we know what you have to do. We have to buy the dip and let the markets do its thing. You know, in these moments, you can be kind of scared and paralyzed to do anything. But I'm telling you, the right thing to do is the opposite of how you feel. Be more rational about it. So Malam here and says, been a while, we might not see a bull run this year. Why do you think that? I would like to know. Why are we not going to see a bull run? I think that Bitcoin is going to appreciate very much this year. It's more likely to go to like $1 million. If the chaos continues, you could see a stockpiling of Bitcoin by different countries and different companies, because every other asset class becomes contaminated with wars and risk to the countries and so on and so forth. However, there is a huge risk that a lot of investors should be worried about when it comes to Bitcoin. So we have already seen that institutions, the largest institutions, some of them are evil. They're accumulating Bitcoin, including BlackRock and Blackstone and so on. These companies, they will now have so much power over Bitcoin, not because they just have arbitrary power. It's simply because they do own a lot of the asset. When they own a lot of Bitcoin, they will have enough power to be able to crash it whenever they want it by selling in huge amounts. Now, because they will make Bitcoin more scarce, there's not going to be a lot of Bitcoin running around in the retail market. They're absorbing all the Bitcoin and stockpiling it, and they put it in the cold storage. So now the only Bitcoin remaining is with you. And BlackRock wants your Bitcoin to go inside their pocket. Now, what is BlackRock going to do when they realize that, you know what, we have bought all the Bitcoin off the market and there's nothing else left? And these guys are not selling because they understand the game. The retail people are smarter, some of them at least. What should we do? BlackRock will now start crashing price of Bitcoin. All right, because a lot of people are holding some leverage positions. So if you have a leverage, you have to be careful. They'll be running you bankrupt. They'll crash the price of Bitcoin, liquidate everybody, and then they can just buy it off the market on the dip with all the fake money they made. And then they'll buy it back, and then the price starts going up. So you have to be careful. This is not the time to be selling your Bitcoin. I say this already on Instagram. The days of a full coiner are almost over. If you own at least one Bitcoin right now, a full Bitcoin, in the next 5 years, it's going to be considered a miracle. Oh, this guy used to own one full Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. You'll be telling your kids, at one point, I used to own a full Bitcoin. I used to, some of you guys, you own a lot of Bitcoin. I know you. You'll be like, you know what? I used to own 100 Bitcoin and then I sold some of it. They'll be like, you sold? Daddy, why did you sell your Bitcoin? You know, I wanted to buy a house, you know, and the government took the house anyway. And everybody will sort of think that maybe you were not so clever. You know, that guy who bought 10,000 Bitcoin worth of pizza. He paid 10,000 BTC to buy a piece of pizza just over a decade ago. So be careful out there, bros. I'm telling you, it's real. Exactly, bro. They want our BTC is going up simply because of the supply shock. You got the halvening that happened, and then they've been buying big, and the retail, we're like, okay, well, wait, if you wanted this bad, why should I sell you my BTC? Sell Lambo, buy the dip, move to Bali for a while, and back to Dubai after a 10x. That's also another strategy, bros. Yeah, you might want to sell your Lambos or your fancy cars, even though I always recommend this, bros. Like, if you have a lot of Bitcoin, there is no point for you buying any fancy cars. That's just dumb. On the Bitcoin, rent everything. Rent the cars, rent the homes if you have to, rent everything. and keep the BTC, because that is the only asset class that's going to be climbing. It just gives you more power, you know, like let's say 5 years ago, with the amount of Bitcoin that I had, I was able maybe to rent some, I'm not a car person, so I don't know the car ranges, but I could rent a BMW 5 years ago. I could comfortably rent a BMW based on the Bitcoin value that I had at the time. The same amount of Bitcoin today will allow me to rent a fancier car, you know, maybe a Lambo, maybe some nice Brabus, or a G-Wagon, whatever, that range. It doesn't matter. But without having to buy it. Now, if you wait another, if I wait another 5 years, imagine what I'll be able to afford with owning some BTC. You'll be able to borrow whatever you want. Like you'll be able to rent a Lambo just to go pick up your dog from the dog hotel. I feel compelled now to bring back the Bitcoin vibes, because we have sort of stopped talking about how important Bitcoin is, and a lot of people have been losing a lot of money chasing all these altcoins and stuff like that, and then they don't even have any BTC. My concern is simple. I am now a poor man with $99,000 because of Mr. Donald Trump. At least now I'm at $100,000. Okay, that was quick. Maybe the message went to the White House that, yo, bro, just help the gray BTC guy to be above water. Like I can't be like a 99K guy, you know, like that's just disrespectful. I supported Trump so much. This is supposed to be $2 million right now. If I end up working at McDonald's, I'm going to be the #1 anti-Trump person. I'll move to the US and I'll be joining those riots of the anti-Trump riots. Like, oh, he's a dictator, no kings riot, Trump's full of shit. If you run me broke, Mr. Trump, I will come for you. Run it up. Run this up to $2 million at least. You know, with $2 million, I can buy the cheapest Lambo in the morning. I just wake up, oh, should we buy a Lambo today or 250K? There you go. But right now, I cannot do it, bro. Like I cannot. What kind of car can we buy with this money right now? Is this even enough for a car? I'm close. I'm so close to start finding out the price of eggs. I don't know how much eggs cost. But now at this rate right now, where my money is being lost because of what Trump's doing, I will end up asking now, next time I want to buy some eggs, I'll be checking, what is the price? What about bread? This is too expensive. Please, Trump, fix it. Fix it, or we're going to come for you. At least Bitcoin is at $103,000. So let's make some moves. We have already established that this is not the end of crypto. This is only the time to buy. So I'm going to tweet right now to remind the people on X that I am live, and then we're going to buy some coins right away. Okay. We have to buy the dip. Prices are down. We want to buy more. So let me just post this quick, and then you should also do the same. Share it in all your WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, whatever. That's going to be, you can buy a China BYD car. That's going to be depressing, bros. That's going to be depressing. I mean, I'm not even a car guy, but I know that when you're down that bad, bro, it's not a good look. If this president turns me broke, bro, like it's over. I'm never going to support anything Trump anymore. I don't care. You promised us heaven. You have to deliver. Okay, so now we have managed to post on X. Tiago says fake war, fabricated market, but the market will send soon. Okay, I love it. I love the optimism there. Buy a Toyota. Okay, tell me what I can buy with this 100K, bros. Like, this is basically terminally poor. If you have 100K, are you considered poor? Jarvis, if you have 100K to your name, if that's all you have, is this considered poor by world standards?
In global terms, having $100,000 to your name actually places you well above the global average. While it might not feel like immense wealth in certain contexts, especially in cities, in a global context, having $100,000 in assets or savings actually places someone well above the global average. Many people around the world live on much less. So in that sense, it wouldn't be considered poor. Of course, it also depends on where you live and the cost of living in that area. But from a worldwide perspective, $100,000 is a pretty significant amount.
What about in Dubai?
Dubai's market can be pretty dynamic, and it definitely has its own unique factors. Generally, it tends to be resilient, especially with its focus on sectors like real estate, tourism.
No, I'm asking you, is 100K broke in Dubai? That's what I'm asking you right now.
Ah, gotcha. Well, 100K in Dubai is definitely a comfortable amount, but it really depends on your lifestyle. Dubai can be pretty luxurious and expensive, especially if you love the high-end lifestyle. But with good budgeting, it can go a long way.
Oh shit! So you have to budget that. So at 100K, at what net worth do you need to start worrying about the price of eggs and the price of bread and stuff like that?
I think it really depends on your personal spending habits and your lifestyle. For some people, even with a high net worth, they might still keep an eye on prices just out of habit or financial discipline. But generally, once you get into the multi-million range.
Oh my God. So now with 100K, it means that we need to be checking the price of eggs when we're buying, right?
Well, 100K definitely gives you some breathing room, so you won't have to stress about.
No, then you answer the question. Do we have to watch the price of eggs now?
With 100K, you probably won't have to worry too much about the price of eggs. It's more about what kind of lifestyle you want to maintain.
You're being dumb right now, Jarvis. I don't like it. Be honest. Don't worry about my feelings. Do I now have to worry about the price of eggs and bread? Do I have to know at least? Because you said you have to be at least in the multi-million-dollar range for you to stop caring, right?
Got it. I appreciate the honesty. With 100K, you might still want to keep an eye on your budget and be mindful of everyday expenses, especially if you're aiming for a certain lifestyle or planning for the future. It's all about finding that balance that works for you.
Yeah, you're playing it dumb. Shut the fuck up. We broke right here. We have like 100K and you're trying to make me feel good about it. That's not right.
I hear you, and I definitely want to keep it real with you. In a place like Dubai, 100K is a good start, but you might still need to be mindful of your expenses, especially.
Tell me, can you buy an apartment with 100K in Dubai? Of course not. So why are you lying?
I totally get where you're coming from. In Dubai, real estate can be quite pricey, and 100K wouldn't typically cover the cost of an apartment. It definitely helps put things in perspective and highlights the importance of smart financial planning.
Shit. Okay. Thanks for telling us the obvious. Okay, bro. So technically here, I think we're cooked. We have to acknowledge that. Trump has to do something now. He posted on Truth Social right now. I just got the post, and this is what he said. Congratulations, world. It's time for peace. So Now we should expect the markets to definitely send from now. So because this was 8 minutes ago. So it looks like everything is in place. So I now feel comfortable to double up on my positions and accumulate a lot more stuff. Our 100K feels a little safer now. Now you can see it's $100,500. We have $15,000 that is not utilized. So I want to do something different. I'm going to put 5K on an Ethereum long position. The reasoning is simple here. Okay, the reasoning is simple. It's too simple reasoning. It's nothing complicated. BlackRock has been buying a lot of Ethereum. Okay, and that counts for something, bros. So I think let's just transfer some money from here, from spot, just for the like 4,500. Okay, so BlackRock has been buying a lot of Ethereum, which means that Ethereum is more likely to send at any moment in time. It could go to Valhalla. So I want to go long on Ethereum with about 5x leverage. And this is how we're going to do it. And open another long position on CoinW. Bing. Okay, we now have a position. Our liquidation price is $1,800 here. It means that we lose everything. But now let's get back into the meme coins. I only use 5K for this position, just so that you know. And now back to the rest of the actual portfolio. All right. Now we got how much money is not deployed here. We got what? We're already $101,000. We're now getting away from poverty, bros. We're almost there. We only needed 20x here, bros, to get out of poverty completely. Okay. Now it's just like we have to worry about the price of eggs. I don't like that kind of vibe, you know. Okay, so what else should we buy? We've got $15,000. Our portfolio is, let me just hide all the zero balances here. We got Chill Guy, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀, LABUBU, Pepe, DENG, SPX, GOAT. Oh no, we don't have any GOAT, but we have Pingu, Dogecoin, AI16Z, and USDT 15K. What more should we trade? Make some suggestions right here. Tell me in the chat. If you recommend some good plays, we're going to buy right here on the stream before it's too late. SPX keeps on sending. Now, I know I opened a good position on Giga before, and we all got stopped. Some of us got liquidated. But now, Giga is now at 17 bucks. It hasn't even made a full recovery just yet. It's just sitting here, which makes it even a better entry than it was before if you're looking for this entry. Most importantly, actually, we have to talk about SPX. SPX is sitting right here. And I know the SPX community don't like me looking at charts, but I'm a trader also, so I have to do my job. But look, we got the Trump post again. Okay, so Trump just posted again. Iran has officially responded to our obliteration. Let me just show you. Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facilities with a very weak response, which we expected, and have very effectively countered. There has been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down, and 1 was set free because it was headed to a non-threatening direction. I'm pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they've gotten it out of the system and there will be hopefully be no further hate. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. So you can see here, Trump is playing mind games to sort of cool down Iran and bring peace to this region and bring the business running. Hopefully it works out that way. You can hope that maybe that's what's going to happen, but you never really know what the other people are preparing. For now, maybe we can pretend that the world is coming back to normal. So I was talking about SPX here. I don't know what happened, but there was after we had peaked here at $1.74, we saw a huge sell-off, which took SPX down to 92 cents. Yesterday and the day before, especially, it was quite worse, and especially this candle from 132 all the way down to $1 flat was really questionable. But right now, we have already seen the volumes yesterday and today has been tremendous. A lot of people are showing a lot of enthusiasm for accumulating this coin. So if you're not holding enough SPX, this might be your moment to accumulate a little bit more. And the trenches yesterday were so dry, nothing to trade, nothing fun, except for today. Let's see. So today, what's trending? What's hot? Digital oil meme coin, Solaxi, X-Trade, Make Iran Great Again, 𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀, hijab, useless coin. Man, it's like useless coin is the only one that seems to be firing up, it seems. And then Musk, also Cat with Musk, has been firing up hard, 60% up, and Aura also has been firing up hard. So it looks like everything that had motion before that was going up anyway keeps on going up even more. Bunker coin, I think we bought some bunker coin yesterday, if I remember correctly. I shared the ticker of bunker coin in the trenches group. That also seemed to be going up. So you can see that the trenches are not completely cooked, because some of these coins are experiencing all-time highs right now. Look at useless coin. So I think with these symbols, bros, you can take this as a signal that the markets are still bullish and they're still going up. Aura is at 130 right now. If you've been looking for a dip and a momentum buy, this is pretty much a good time. And LABUBU, which thankfully we did buy in this portfolio. Here we got $5,000. We bought $5,000. We're still actually in profit on LABUBU. Maybe I should buy a little bit more. What do you think? Okay, now let's look at our baby DENG. Before we can buy more, we need to understand the numbers in the charts. Ooh, $140 million on the baby DENG right freaking now. I love it. Okay, so we have a couple of choices to make. I think I've got a delivery outside my door, so let me attend to that quick. All right, bros, we're back. So looking back at DENG, looks juicy over here. I mean, look at the TA, bro. Some of you guys say that, oh, technical analysis doesn't work, but just look at how sexy this is. It literally bounced exactly where we have our support level analytics. This level right here. So this box here exists for a reason, which means this is a very, very good buying zone. And the market is starting to explode right now. So we got DENG as a good prospect to buy more. What else should we buy? And I see some people here. Ninzo is talking about ONDO. Yeah, I think ONDO is also another giver if you're looking for good entries. Like what, 72? Oh my gosh. 72 cents is a beauty right now. But look at here. Look at this candle right here, bro. It's massive. The volumes today in ONDO are phenomenal. So definitely it's going to keep on sending. I do have an early entry on that. Like I might be bleeding really hard on ONDO already because I have a long that I opened around 90 cents or so. Let's see. Let's find out. Ooh, it's painful, bros. It's bad. So bad. Yeah, I'm like 53% loss on this one. Let me show you. Sheesh. Bleeding. So look, bros, I like to show you these things because I don't want to be sitting right here and give you an impression that I'm always winning. I like to keep it real with you guys that everybody bleeds in this market, in this business, in the trenches business. Everybody bleeds. You can see there I'm down 52.93% on a position. That's an ONDO position. It's still open. And I think it's going to do well. I'll probably just have to put in more capital to deepen the liquidation price and so on. But yeah, that's just what happens. It's part of the game. Wow. SPX, FARTCOIN, and Aura are going to be the top 3 meme coins of the cycle. What makes you think that, bro? Tell me about it. FARTCOIN already, I'm a believer. I'm holding a lot of it. But SPX, I'm a believer as well. But Aura, I don't understand why Aura should be on that list. Maybe I'm missing something. Tell me. Okay, so let's see in the top 100 actually what's working right now. So, virtuals 22%, bros. Why didn't I freaking just buy more virtuals? I thought it was gonna. FARTCOIN. Oh man, everything is up big, and I was scared of buying the dip on FARTCOIN. I was like, yeah, you know, under $1 is nice, but maybe it would dip lower. Even though I think right now it's still a very, very good buy, FARTCOIN. So here, if you're looking for things to buy, right? Here is a good thing you can always spot. Things that are constantly going up will keep on going up. So whenever the market is down and then certain coins were pumping, and then when we have like a flash crash, like over the last few days, the coins that have motion that were going up anyway will keep on climbing. This is what you need to understand. So if you want to buy the dip, just buy the very same coins that you already knew were pumping. Right now, it's obviously virtuals is part of that. SPX, FARTCOIN. We already know these coins will become some of the biggest plays of this cycle. That's why you want to hold them. Okay, and then here you got stacks. I'm not too sure about stacks, but Ethena is bouncing back. Arbitrum, maybe some of them you can just open some long positions on, to be honest. All right. And when it comes to trending, you got Notcoin, Ton. Okay, so this is also, oh man, Kita is up for the 44%. I didn't buy the freaking dip and I wanted it so bad. But I will do it. I would definitely do it. Okay, this is a very good buy price. So the all-time high was on June 15th, on June 9th, and right now it's down 55%. If you're in the alpha group, you already know we covered this coin already. So this is another good opportunity because by the time it gets back to its all-time high, we're talking about another double, literally. So it's an easy 2x play if you ask me. As long as Trump does not do anything stupid anymore. Cross the angles, cross the edges. I don't know what that coin is about. So today is not really like a very trenchy day. We're not going to see a lot, but obviously when the markets recover a little bit better, we should expect a much, much bigger pump. Right now, it's Bitcoin and Ethereum have to recover a little bit more. So what I will do, you know, I have this 5x ton position long, and I got the XRP position. So I didn't show you this, but we are losing money on the XRP position. I'm down $15,000. It was worse yesterday. It was like 22,000. On Ethereum, we're now in profit, about $25,000 now in profit. Unrealized plus realized. And on TON, we're down $6,000. Now, to me, it means that this is a very, very, very good entry for both TON and XRP, because these are now going to act as a signal that these are good entries because they have been already oversold. And then you've got hype, which is something I'm trying to buy low, but I can't seem to find a freaking good entry because every time it dumps, it just keeps on bouncing back really strongly. It went to $32. I wanted to buy it under $30. It just didn't happen. Look, the worst in the last 24 hours was 33. So this is also one of the main coins that will go up a lot this cycle. If you've been looking for an entry, you might want to buy it. It's going back up surely. All right. So which coin should we buy? Let's make some votes in the chat right now. Drop some tickers you want me to accumulate on the dip, and I shall do it. We already got LABUBU. I think I'm going to put more. I'll put $5,000 more into LABUBU right now to double up on the position. Buying a dip is always the right thing to do. So let's buy a little more LABUBU at spot. Yeah, I just made the order. I think it's already filled. Is it? Yeah. Okay, we got an open order here. Just have to be patient with it. And then we have actually, what do I think about Nobody Sausage? Yeah, I think I analyzed this coin before, like last week. I don't get the lore, so yeah, it's on my watch list, as you can see here already. But I looked into it. I just don't get the lore. Like, what's the play? What's the idea? What's the meme? Anybody can be a nobody. Okay, cute. My camera is dead. Okay, so my camera has given up. It's battery low. So I think I'm just going to trench this one without a camera, which is okay too. How about Moonpig? Blocky Project. I don't know about Blocky Project. LABUBU is pumping. Yeah, I'm glad that LABUBU at least it's doing something. Bro, on the stream, you sounded more like a BTC Maxi than a Trench Lord. Hard times. Yo, bro, you can't blame me for that. Look, we have to always remind ourselves of the game, you know, like as much as we trench and we love it, like, you know, BTC is the play at the end of the day, bro. So we have to really be reminding ourselves of the reality of the markets. The game is about accumulating as much BTC as possible. I wish CoinW has listed Mask on this freaking exchange because I want to buy Mask, bro. I think Mask is a good ticker. Oh, they did. They did. But is it the same mask? No, no. This is a fake mask, an old mask. I want like this mask. Cat with mask. I like cat with mask for some reason. But yeah, I gave you guys the ticker for Banker. Hopefully some of you guys made money off it. It went up like to 4 million, it seems. I didn't even see it. I wish I saw it early enough to have sold it. But yeah. So there will be a big mover in the next 24 hours. We just don't know which one it is, though. Okay, I don't know what to buy necessarily. So what I will do, I haven't decided what to buy really. What I will do, I'm just going to buy some hype just for the sake of it. And when I decide which meme I want to buy, I'll throw in the money. For now, I'm just going to put like 5,400 into yes, SPX 6900. I'm holding. I haven't really sold anything. I didn't even flinch when it was going down. But for now, like I don't need, you know, I'm looking for a good entry and I couldn't find one. You know what? Screw it. More DENG in this motherfucker. More baby moo. Why don't we put an extra 5K into DENG? How about that, bros? Who cares if it goes to zero? I'm already poor anyway. Trump made me poor. So I have nothing to lose. You never really fight with a man that has nothing to lose, bro. I put 5K into Moo because it's Moo. It goes to 300 mil. We have already doubled our money. So I think it's a good play. Okay, now I'm fully ported. I have no USDT remaining. I'm all in. $102,000. When we started the stream, we were underwater. We were under 100K. But at these prices and at this balance, I still have to watch out for the price of eggs and bread. Okay? But we do hope that things change in the next few days. What's your recommendation for SPX is 900? I think right now, SPX is not going to stop. So if you don't have a position in it, I think you probably should get one. Any dump on a coin like that you want to buy. Similar to DENG, you know, if it goes down, you want to pick up. It goes down, you want to pick it up. And today is the day, because in the next few days, we might go through a recovery and more recoveries and more recoveries and more recoveries. So, bros, I came in here to remind you of the strength of the market, that we're still good. We just got to believe stronger and be more bullish than ever, not get shaken out. For now, SPX is sending. On the Nitros Bull, it was bearish for a while. Now it just turned bullish again. So expect more pumping going on there. And I will leave you to that. Thank you for watching today. And I wish you the best evening. I'll get back into the trenches now, starting to look for more opportunities since the markets are back. Do not make any mistake, bros. Literally start opening some long positions. Start opening long positions, because nobody else will do it for you. This is a good dip, and then we might pump for a couple of days. If you have long positions, you make quick money when. Okay, so do what you have to do, but don't sleep on those longs. BTC, Ethereum, there's sort of obvious longs that you want to be part of. Everything going up right now. Everything going up. But if this Trump guy does anything dumb again to make us poorer than we are, then we're in trouble. Here's a good ticker sent by one of our friends here. Beast of Wall Street. It's called 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. So this is a ticker that has been tried many, many times, but it didn't work, I think, in the last few days. But now, because 𝗧𝗶 seems to be coming, it could be good. They just scan it properly in the trenches of Axiom, maybe. Okay, I'm looking for some liquidity to buy some. You never know. Okay, let's buy a little bit of this baby. Just going to dump a 0.5 first, and then we'll watch what happens first. Okay, 500K. If it gets to 1 million, and then I'll put in more liquidity. But yeah, thanks for sharing that ticker, bro. Appreciate it. It might be the ticker of the day. You never know. It could be. All right, G's, I got to step out. And yeah, now I'll be in the trenches 24/7, which is our Telegram group. Now let's bring it back live and more active now that the trenches seem to be back. Dogecoin is pumping. Everything else is going up, and everything else is going up and up and up. So life maybe is, we're back to the good old days again. So on this stream, I opened a long position on Ethereum, another one, and I bought more LABUBU and I bought more DENG, just so that we can recap nicely. And yeah, I remember we looked into this blocky AI agent thing last week. I didn't buy it. But wow, the transactions are crazy. It seems like it's being traded actually. Interesting. Okay, I'll put it on the watch list for now. And when I have time, I'll just look into it. If I buy it, I will let you guys know in the Telegram group. Make sure you join the Trenches 24/7 Telegram group if you're not part of it. All right, bros. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, same time, we're back. Please share your Telegram group. Okay, so one reminder. If you want any links to all my stuff, including platforms that I use Axiom to trade meme coins. I use Bybit to trade long and short crypto. Go to my profile on X, on Twitter. My username is GrayBTC, similar on Instagram or TikTok. And click this link on my profile. It will give you links to everything that I use, including Ledger. If you want to grab a hardware wallet, links should be right here to all the things important about me you want to use. Use my links because they give you free benefits. So exploit them. I make a lot of partnerships with these companies. Like on Bybit, there is more than $62,000 of free money that you get as welcome bonuses if you use my link to sign up and create an account. On Axiom, you get low fees because you use my link to get on the project. And if you buy a Ledger Nano wallet or a Ledger Flex or any other Ledger wallet, you get $90 back in Bitcoin if you use my link. Never say I didn't tell you that. All right, bros. I'll see you tomorrow. For now, we got to step out. Thank you, guys.